Number 2, a few mishaps in the draft, and you expressed your concerns, Mirko, on how it was crafted in what was quite tunnel vision.
Well, let's get into the land of Dawn first. Yeah, I got a lot to unpack here, man.
To Mobile Legends.
Well, actually, like Alter Ego strat. Let's start with that, right? Like, they did a good job here. They went for the same road, but they have safer picks now. No longer Fighter Gold. Navi's Obsidia pick, though, yeah. That feels a bit off to me, man. I'm looking at it, and you're like, who are you going to cancel? Is it purely just to, like, who's the Hunt of Bone going to land on? You're going to get poked down. Nino's obviously still going to win this lane, and with the experience he got in Game 1, he won't take 2 turret shots now, you know?
Yeah.
So I really think Alter Ego should get this down. I personally really like the Guinevere pick, though, because the Fredgen would have been very difficult to go up against both Yuzong plus Grok. So you need anti-CC somewhere, and the Guinevere gets that. You have that anti-CC, so they want to contest for neutral objectives still. They still want to go for those fights. It's just Alter Ego, I think, have the better team fighting tools.
Yeah. I think we'll win it out as well with the Guinevere. Almost like a Lancelot, but emblems by Games Max.
Wow.
Obviously quite quick, but in pure rage for the Granger and for the Eve too, with the
Pull yourself
together, yeah.
Bro, that's a very defensive choice. I don't think he's going to be flickering forward, so he understood the assignment from last game. He knows that Cars was able to hold him down a lot. That'll really help him in surviving a lot of these skirmishes.
Needs to cycle the flickers quite quickly because he had his fair share of offenses coming in from Navi, constantly on the pressure towards Hijume, so maybe he wants that escape route. Oh, as Yasuke eyes for a potential gank on towards the mid lane. So far, it's just A-okay for both teams. As Nino obviously will win out the lane up against the YSS, Lapu. The Yuzong has that survivability with the lifesteal too, but the Obsidia though, down bottom up against the Granger, feel like it's only going to be a game of chess.
Oh.
As now the turtle will spawn. Who will win the first encounter?
He really should be Alter Ego. Black Dragon From going to used up as well. That's going to be the RWM. Zonio here. Where's Apro? Gets caught all alone. No AOG to escape either. And it will just be first blood. And Doryu looking for an angle to get into Turtle. Arfi has rotated from bottom lane as well. This is free. And this is more like Alter Ego.
Arfi rotated up towards the Turtle Pit. And Sive will be left to his own devices down bottom. He's going to farm up a bunch. Obviously, Obsidia, you want to scale into that mid-late game, but yeah, that question again lies, right? As opposing threat for Navi. Who does Sive want to hunt down with the Hunt of Bone? Maybe the Granger, cancel out his dash, but I don't think that's going to be, you know, the bigger picture when it comes to the team fights. Do you want to cancel out the Wii Shin? It's going to be hard, obviously, but I do see an angle where they want to use the Obsidia to dive towards the Eve, but again, you will be so susceptible to the peel coming from Alter Ego. They have the Yuzong again, right? They have the Grok.
And that ain't a dash. He's flying.
Yeah. He's going to fly over like Toy.
What?
Towards the Fanny. You know,
oh,
that Fanny.
Oh,
Banana Bone.
The fun interaction with Fanny.
Don't forget you can cancel it out. Uh-oh.
Sonic charge. Apro stunned up. Chain CC'd by the Grok. And that's another kill over at Alter Ego. Now, this is how, you know, maybe they just go for the passive picks on RP as well. You know, it really just feels like it fits the bill a bit better for their playstyle in playoffs. I don't know what Zephyr and Six told them, but it really seems like that panic from Game 1 is gone.
Play a bit more calculated. It seems like they are also confident at the same time. Yep. Taking on those fights, taking those contests. But this Guinevere, though, still not able to see action because Alter Ego were able to space away and segment the fights clearly. I mean, Alec, again, with the Grok, will have that insta stun tool with the tectonic charge.
Yeah. In case you guys are wondering, you were talking about the Obsidia pick, how I didn't like it. My alternative pick that I was yelling to realize for Navi to go for was Claude. I thought it would have been a pretty good matchup against the Granger, great against the Yi Shin and the Eve as well. So yeah, we'll see the matchup. So far, not doing too good, Shive. You're losing out and clear in the bottom lane. He's getting into the double lane. Good one. Spatial migration into the mid lane. Good pickup from Navi. And Hijume a bit too far off from his turret.
I love that. Good setup with the Violent Requiem plus maybe the Traction Pulse. They can follow it up with basically anything, right? The AOG, even a Bravest Fighter. Windtalker first item for Sive, obviously. Fundamental core item for the Obsidia. You need that wave clear plus the movement speed to kite away your enemies. And now Turtle fight again, number 2.
Good tectonic charge to the back line there, but it's only onto Endoryu. Black Dragon form used up as well as Zone Endoryu, but he's gonna go in. Still looking for an angle. Opera gonna be stunned by the Mana Shocker. Alex able to run away. The Brave Spider's still there. Cars with a blinker forward. The RWM will zone Ukir away, and Cars gets isolated. RP with a double. Shive looking for the trade to the mid lane onto the tier 1. He doesn't get it. It's literally 1 HP. Tectonic traction pulse lands on Nino, but that's good because RP's all the way up top and Doryu gets shown on the map, and the green camp gets taken away by Yazuke.
Wait, Doryu might get dove upon here. RP.
Oh!
Oh!
A kill! RP just guns him down, and Doryu way too aggressive. And Yazuke takes the orange. This is the alter ego we were expecting in game number 1. Yazuke with the retribution. Apro! Boss! RP gets a Sky Piercer stack.
Boss. What was that? Arfi again. Completely brave on the wrong side of the tracks, but he doesn't give a single care about it. Gun down on Doryu. Again, this Guinevere still yet to see the light of day. I mean, that was only the Violent Requiem into the Traction Pulse, and that's it. And Hijime with the Eve. That RWM has proven to be a very strong tool to deny Navi advancing forward. And now Sive might be the victim of a dive, Hanabone.
One of the Hanabones of all time. Look, Alec got healed from that. It was an escape mechanism, but right now Navi, they really, they got to think about how they're going to do damage.
Come on, Hanabone is a self-peel tool.
That's true. That's a Grok though, right? Like, even if you get this kill, I mean, it's something. But do you really want to throw 4 ultimates in when the turtle's about to spawn in 10?
Yeah, Alex gonna have a field day, accepting the fact that he was able to burn down Navi's resources. Now, Alter Ego will dance on the precipice of this turtle. 2.4k gold lead, and they will pounce forward. I don't see an angle where Navi can go in unless Andoryu makes a play.
Yeah, that's a Black Dragon form. Brave Spider already used as well. Karn still has the retry win from Endoryu! After being so far down, that's a Brave Spider over to Yazuki. Trace this away. Ukir taking low. RP looking for the shots. Hijime with a flicker forward. Void Blast one more time. The glowing wand taking him down. And Endoryu gets knocked up by the tech charge. Now it's RP looking for those big stacks. Cars 1 HP. Another stack to RP.
Load out the Granger special. That's the RP signature pick. The Granger in his hands is very, very scary. Look at this Granger go, the Sky Piercer with the Malefic Roar as well. 6-0-1. And you said it, is this the formula for Alter Ego? Go back to the conventional ways. Yazuke, low HP on Doryu on the pounds.
Oh, it's gonna be the chase. He dodges away from it. Wow! Just with the Violent Requiem. Nino should be able to get the trade down here unless the spatial migration is back up. It's taking him down. Hold on now. That's another for Navi. A buy one, get one special. And Cars secures purple buff. Alter Ego making the wrong moves on the map, and Navi capitalizing.
Yeah, they're selling their kills as easy as ABC. But I want to kind of highlight one item that I think Andoryu picked up. That was the Brute Force Breastplate for the Guinevere. So this Guinevere is going to be more on the front line again fighting, and we'll try to look for those resets quickly. Because that Brute Force Breastplate will make him at least quite a bit more tanky, but this Guinevere will be the catalyst for most of Navi's way into the backline for Alter Ego, because they do need that access, they do need that setup. The Guinevere does bring that quickly for Navi. It's Alter Ego. They are still not in the clear just yet. They need to be careful because Navi can go offensive like this.
Great move there. Tech charge to disengage. Car's going to take it very, very low. As RP goes up to stacks as well with the Brave Spider still there. Shibe is able to get rid of Nino. That's 1 for 1. Both XPs down. That's the spatial migration landing, but it's only onto the roamer right now as RP is able to go for the free hits. And then Noryu gets away. Apro. Another trade should be. Yes. Yazuke with a dash in forward. Legendary RP 8-0-1. How many stacks does this man have?
We have to check, but I think it's around 60. Ukir under pressure, but he's gonna be just fine. CE for Andoryu to add more damage. But man, this Obsidia tickles, honestly.
Yeah. It really comes down and realize to the traits for Alter Ego spatial migration should be used from Andoryu, but he doesn't want to risk it. He knows he's 2 levels down. Here, if you go for equal trades like this, it's worth it for Alter Ego.
80 stacks.
Arfi can get all those stacks.
Yeah.
So he's on 80. How are we going to deal with it? Look, and Doryu, 2 more shots, and he's done. He's dead there with the Sky Piercer being at 80.
And Alter Ego are playing a dangerous game of war of attrition. They want to run out Navi's resources, the ins and outs of Navi, their tools to go in, and then Alter Ego have a marksman, a turret that's able to shoot down bullets with 80 stacks in the Sky Piercer. Man, when Navi are out of resources, they're basically cooked. This Granger will just go on a rampage, and that Lord down bottom will push forth the bottom side turret too. I feel like this Guinevere on Doryu is looking for an angle, but he got spot out. Yazuke!
Interesting. He already spotted them out, but he still walks into it. Yazuke turned into I am Guprek down below by the guy, Kacha, who's trying to zone. Egypt is doing a good job. Alec goes up to take charge, but it only lands onto the clone as Apro is able to disengage. And now the lands on Doryu. RP with a finishing touch. Cars are the bravest fighter. Hijime flickers out. That's a stun over. But with 80 stacks, even these tanks are going to be falling like flies.
The machine is out of engine and out of petrol as Alter Ego completely put it on a stall. Navi, they were looking for the dive angle to the back, but it's just not enough on Doryu. That was a very good pick-off towards Yazuke, especially when you layer it down with the AOG. That's a good setup that you could always lay down. Alter Ego need to be on the pound. But RP gets chasing down.
Hold on, RP taking very, very low. Still has a Sky Piercer. Shiva! Can now find it! Amazing peel from Nino and Alec. Those 80 stacks will be protected even with Alter Ego's lives.
Protect Mr. President. And RP is the VIP for tonight. He completely obliterates Navi with the Sky Piercers, and now they want to go even deeper into the base.
Good zoning with the Black Dragon form as Yazuke gets the turret down below, my lord.
Man, this is where it gets quite tricky for Navi because they can make flank playlists like this. And I know you could try to look for RP, but again, the peel is so good. Look at Alec and Nino protecting them. It's just completely hard for Navi to find that route again. The Guinevere does have that ability, right? To go in, burst down, control, the Granger. And the Guinevere is not going to be alone when he goes in for the Violent Requiem because that Gatot Kacha will always be on a standby. But you can take a look, Miracle. The Obsidia with 25 stacks will still hurt.
Only if you get the right target though, right?
Yeah.
So Alter Ego, RP, you need to be very, very careful here. Navi have gotten to a position where they can actually start dealing damage. But with 80 stacks, it's hard to think of a comeback angle here. Navi trying to force their way in. Cars with the bravest fighter already jumping in, but getting poked down at half HP as RP dashes away from the traction pulse.
Nope, they're gonna reset again. The cycles will go in. The tectonic charge.
80 stacks, realize 80 stacks on RP. These tanks are nothing to him.
Man, dinner for RP is served on a silver platter. Cook it to medium rare. And now Navi will have their backs against the wall. And also preemptive measures coming in from Nino, and I believe from Alec too. With the blade armor, this Obsidia will quite struggle, but no. Nino still not has the blade armor just yet. It's just gonna be Alec still. But they want to look for the siege. Again, the Lord spawns down bottom. They want to create that tri-lane push to make Navi completely worried about which parameter they will try to hold. Nino goes in.
They're gonna go for the siege.
Alec.
Nino's actually getting gunned down from the skies. He has to be careful. Winter Crown ready for the Eve. They actually didn't manage the waves properly here. They went in straight for the mid lane and then the bottom lane as the real Roman Pledge gets used up. Tectonic charge lands on Ukir and Doryu. Has to walk back to the base now. That's gonna be Cars jumping in. Yazuki is still able to trace us back as he gets the kill. Lord dealt with already. Shiva and Ukir holding it down. RP with the final shot on Shiva there, but he's able to get away. Mid lane, very, very low. Now they're looking at top lane. RP walking up. Hunabone does not land, and Doryu try to go for a spatial migration, and Navi, hold on.
They need a moment. They need a single moment where they can lock down RP, where they can lock down possibly Hijime too, and then create the turnaround with the Guinevere. They want to cycle it again. Brock can form.
Round 2. They could be doing this all day, air day.
Man. They'll take the fight again and again. It's Alter Ego, they can just reset because they have those spells, they have those abilities that will always enable them to siege into the base without a single fear of losing. Sive, he does scale quite well into the late game, the Subsidia, but again, it's good for single targets, and when you don't really get the gun down to the Granger, to the Eve, it's gonna be quite hard, especially with the Hunt of Bone 2 that locks you to that single target. So now on Doryu, he has the angle, he has the chance to go in. Yazuke spots him, so he's gonna flee away. No pickoffs to be made. And Alter Ego, they play the slow game as Alex able to screen away the players of Navi. A single tech charge will take them away to their last breaths. 35 seconds to the Lord though, so they still want to try to just hunker down and possibly get comfy.
They can get real comfy, man. Alter Ego with an 8,000 gold lead, 80 stacks again that they got relatively, well, very, very early actually. That's safe. Okay.
What?
They're gonna go for everything over. Ladies and gentlemen, those 3 ults were used up onto the tank. That tech charge! Navi used their resources on their own, and this is exactly why you don't do that. Alter Ego are wiping out as Hijime flickers in forward, doesn't quite get the last Void Blast to ensure the kill, but they'll get the game. GG. 1-1 in a best-of-5 elimination series.
Terrible targeting coming in from Navi. Wasting their resources on a Grok is not wise at all. And now, seems like Navi will still have to go the extra mile, the extra distance. Alter Ego take the second.